Google off to a rough start in the battle of the bots, but our next guest says we shouldn't write him off just yet. With us now is Jason Helfstein. He's head of internet research at Oppenheimer, and he's here with our very own Steve Kovac. It's great to see you both. Jason, I'll begin with you. And a lot of investors are quick to jump to kind of the same conclusion here, saying, wait a minute, they're the dominant player. They have a lot of time to catch up. In some ways, they pioneered this technology. How did they get this so wrong, though, and why do you think they can still right the ship here without major changes?
We think they've been focused from an AI perspective on how they can use it for their enterprise clients. So effectively building these AI models that their plan was to make available to enterprise clients who take their first-party data, layer it into AI, use that to replace human functions. We can come up with plenty of examples for you, and then ultimately say you need to be a Google Cloud customer to use this AI. We think that was they were focused. Clearly, Microsoft is kind of going in this consumer direction, and Google's Alphabet's AI just was not trained to be able to do that. It doesn't mean they can't do that.
So why,
they
Jason,
obviously need more time.
Jason, why did they rush it to market in this really awkward fumble of a rollout if it was never meant to have that functionality anyway? I mean, they should have listened to their own knowledge about it then and handled the situation completely differently. And they look vulnerable and weak because they rushed it to market, didn't seem ready, didn't have a great response when that went wrong. There's people saying the CEO should go like major overhaul. This is a major disaster for them.
I cannot explain why they rushed it to market. I mean, clearly you laid it out. Historically, they've made major announcements at their Google I/O developer conference last year. That was in May. Perhaps that was the original timeline, and they rushed it to try perhaps to appease investors, and this is now what we're looking at.
How unnerved is Google, Steve?
We know what's going on internally right now. In fact, our own Jennifer Elias just put out a report saying on internal Google message boards, employees are firing back, and they're devastated over how this rollout went. I'll just read you one quote from an employee that's being widely read on this message board. Rushing Bard to market in a panic validated the market's fear about us. So basically saying, we rushed this out. Everyone thought we were behind, and we just basically proved them right that we are behind. And that's what they're saying right now. And look, we also know, reading the tea leaves here, New York Times reported a couple weeks ago that Larry Page and Sergey Brin, the founders of the company, kind of had to swoop in and tell Sundar Pichai, the CEO, we're getting our lunch eaten here. We need to do something now. So there's, from the founder level, you have that pressure. The investor level, you have that pressure. You just have to wonder if they didn't rush it out and got it right first, as it sounded like Sundar Pichai wanted to do, would shares be as bad as they were?
Think the current CEO wanted to go a little bit slower?
He said that internally, and I'll report back to Jen's wonderful reporting again. Internally, he was telling employees, we want to wait until we get it right. We want to perfect it. We're not going to rush anything out. Then they did, and look what happened.
Do you think he was overruled by Sergey and Larry?
That's hard to say, but we definitely do know at least Sergey and Larry did come in to have some kind of influence here and step on the gas for sure.
Jason, what's next for Google Alphabet? What do they have to do to get back on track and regain, I guess, the momentum or the upper hand here?
I think the realistic expectation is they're just going to need to take their time and show us what their AI can do at their I/O event, and that obviously they're not going to rush the next version of this. And also, I think it would help the stock is to talk about what the business model is. I mean, what I started with this idea of, if they really do have the best AI technology, and the plan is to make that available to enterprise customers for their own data, training AI is kind of really what we're talking about, right? That OpenAI trained their AI to think about kind of like, what would a consumer ask AI looking at the open internet, right? And perhaps just Google wasn't focused on it. So I would like to see them talk more about the business applications of AI, help people understand what, and again, they posted blog posts about the technological developments and papers they've published in these breakthroughs, but just talk more about the business application of it. And ultimately, most people aren't talking about what is the business application of Bard or kind of the ChatGPT, right? It's get excited about the technology behind it. So I would like to see that, but my guess is we're going to have to wait for probably the I/O event.
Yeah, it is really interesting. We were talking, a couple of producers and I were talking before the program about the implications for customer service of using AI. Is it going to make customer service better or worse? More frustrating, less frustrating? I don't know. Time will tell. We will see. Steve,
Right.
final thought, quick.
Well, to your customer service point, Google has demonstrated exactly that. You can talk to a chatbot and make a reservation and things like that. They've been toying around with this for a while. They just haven't really released it in a broader, significant way. And that's why Microsoft has. And that's why we're seeing the shine around Bing all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And Google looks way behind.
Thought leader, but not the bot leader.
Exactly.
All right, Jason Helfstein and Steve Kovac, thanks.